Mr. GM? Can I
I think.
do a precog thing?
What precog thing would
Oh
you like
god.
to do?
Are we going to be, ambushed or some other form of hostile action if we go straight to his estate?
Hmm.
Why is he gonna think about it?
I will let you have that, but I will warn you that uh, it is open to more possibilities than a tighter oracle.
Mm-hmm. So with a more focused question, you get a more accurate answer.
Yeah, normally I would say
Well,
that
I can't.
that's not like I mean, it is an immediate action. It is you taking an action to go there. Um, I think my hesitation is it's in a day. I would prefer that oracle be asked like, oh, okay, hang on. I fixed it for myself. You have to text them. If you text Y, then
Oh, true.
that can be the action that you take that sets you in that path, and that narrows the timelines for me. Um, yes, I will answer that for you if you'd like. Um, so is that are you okay with my kind of small revision there?
I mean, sure.
Okay.
I don't know how else I would revise the question, just because, like, don't think I can ask deliberately if he harbors ill intention towards us, right?
Right, right.
That's not a valid question, and I can't reasonably ask if we do something, right, like XYZ, is he going to be hostile, because a lot of those might be more obvious. So just
Hmm.
is this meeting under false pretenses is really what I'm trying to get at. Like, if
hmm
and
Hmm.
going straight to his domain, does that set us up for a more immediate failure?
So I think the most relevant thing that occurs within your time horizon from selecting yes is not at all what Elise expects. It is perhaps helpful, perhaps very confusing, but the 1 minute of time that Elise sees is in what looks like a like summer home. It's not the grand estate that you expect Cassian's mansion to be. It is a nice place. It has a pool outside. It has nice amenities inside. It really is a beautiful place, except for all the blood splattered all over the walls, um, and the bodies that have been laid against the wall or laid out. Maybe not laid against the wall. Sounds like they were put there, but the bodies laying on the ground. People have been killed here, and they weren't you. Um, there's some comment from Percy in the background. Something about you know wondering what they did to have this coming. That's the vision that Elise gets, because you got a time horizon of a week, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, I thought so. Because otherwise you wouldn't even be asking. That's the vision that Elise gets. And I
Okay.
will double down on this being useful information because it does mean that the most relevant thing to happen from pressing yes is not getting ambushed at Cassian's estate.
No, it's walking into a massacre.
Uh,
Interesting.
it's walking into a massacre that Elise gets the impression they created.
So Elise will, you know, again, this question is not like conscious, like she's not intentionally trying to do this. It's just like as
Mhm.
she's thinking about like what to do, it comes to her, and She starts to feel that headache come in afterwards, and we'll share that information that she just saw with everyone.
Huh. So you think if we go to his estate, then we are going to cause a massacre?
No, I don't. I don't think we're gonna cause it. I think that something happens surrounding it. Maybe our visit, or maybe he's just got a lot of enemies, and maybe we're supposed to fix it.
Hmm. Yeah, I mean, it could just easily, like, from what you say, it could just be as easily that him and Zoe get fucking murdered if we're not there.
Although you seem,
They
no,
wouldn't be there if we go the other option.
you
neutral.
will
Well-
seem kind of non-fussed about it. You like, I wonder what happened, or like, I wonder what they did. So I think we're just gonna
Hmm.
walk into it.
Hmm.
Maybe rather
whether
than
we
walk
go
into a
there or
massacre,
not.
walk into the results of a massacre. Walk into the aftermath.
I do.
Although
I do think
maybe
it's fair, Jackal, for it to allow you to ask other questions about it. If anything that I gave you is unclear, please feel free to ask clarifying questions.
I think the only clarifying question I have is is that in the tomorrow meet me tomorrow horizon, or is that in the it's been 5 days horizon?
Oh, that is a good question. I'm gonna look real quick because I don't I thought that it specifically didn't tell you when that was.
I don't know if that specifies when. It does say the first instance relevant to the question, I believe.
It does say the first instance relevant to the question, and that's where that. Of course, that's how I think that this is actually helpful. Personal vantage point, minute of insight.
It doesn't say anything for or against,
I
as far as I can see.
I think.
How far away?
Yeah, I think I've been kind of thinking that it doesn't tell you specifically like when, and that's kind of a curse and burden on those who end up seeing 10 years into the future. But maybe that's a little bit unfair.
We can
Um,
only see 1 year into the future, anyways.
well, yeah, but there's NPCs.
Oh, I see.
So I think that's a little bit unfair. In the spirit of helping you to answer the question, we'll say that this is like, this is 3 or 4 days out.
Okay, so
Okay,
not
so this is
tomorrow.
not a result, not directly at least, that we can confirm of us going. Well, unless I look at the alternative, right, of us hitting no. But it's safe to say that this this thing is probably just an event that we end up stumbling into, and we have some decent relations enough to preclude or include our participation with him for multiple days.
How do you mean that?
As in, we go and meet him, and that's fine. There's nothing bad that happens there. A few more days pass. We're doing whatever we're doing in those few days,
Right.
and then this event just happens to happen, right?
Right.
And
But
from Percy's comment, that event seems to be independent of us as individuals, right?
And it also means that however the meeting goes, we're probably not going to fuck it up badly enough to stop us being invited to Castle Nuru's estate in a few days.
well, remember
Yeah.
the scene that
It's
you see
fine.
is not Cassian LaRue's estate.
Ah,
It's
Because remember, he wants to see us tomorrow. This was, you said 3 to 4 days out, something like
right. And very specifically, Elise can kind of judge from the detail and the place that it's not nearly as rich as Cassian LaRue's place. It's possible it is a summer home somewhere, but someone like Cassian LaRue probably has an even nicer summer place than this. This looked like somebody
It
else's
may
place.
be safe to say that was Zoe. Can I ask another question?
Yeah, go ahead.
Will meeting with Cassian lead us to meeting with Zoe in the next week?
That's too specific.
That's too specific. Okay.
Well, yeah, because it's trying to ask, will this specific thing happen, instead of saying I'm going to do
What will
this,
happen
and then
next?
what's relevant from it.
I see. Okay.
That's fair.
I'm also going to note, so you don't have to spend effort for that. You guys have been anxious to, meet with Zoe. That actually is one of the reasons that you came here. So that would have been a relevant event if it occurred within the your time horizon as a result of you pressing yes.
So that means
Gotcha.
we won't meet Zoe tomorrow if we say yes.
Yeah, there's nothing. You do not meet Zoe within the next 7 days because you press yes.
So it might
Well, it
still
could be after the.
not for that reason.
It could just be that the fight was more relevant than meeting Zoe a few days later. Too.
It could also
That's fair.
mean that,
That's fair.
yes. Sorry,
Although,
yeah, go ahead.
oh, nothing. I was just going to make a comment.
Yeah, I should not have included such definitive language there about you do not meet Zoe. Meowkin's more correct. The fight is more relevant than meeting Zoe, and I do want to highlight that because I know that you guys want to meet Zoe. That would be a relevant event, but this fight was more relevant.